Hi San Dimas, happy Valentine's Day. Thank you so much for tuning in to another video with us for the week of Be My Valentine.
Yeah, I know, huh?
And I think it's a really great lineup. Me and Dylan were just going over it and talking about it. And I think actually, like even we were saying, they're very seductive
These are
wines.
very seductive wines. I was like so excited because, I mean, I had a feeling maybe it was a Valentine's theme, but as I was going through this tasting completely like on the blind side, I was thinking, wow, these are really seductive wines. So great choice of wines, and I'm super excited to showcase these wines this week.
I think just so you guys know, for today only, we will be doing a champagne flight featuring 3 different champagnes for $30. Each tasting comes with a chocolate-covered strawberry, and I know we have a lot of construction going on, but it is all street parking, and it's not going to affect us at all today. So please stop by for a nice little pre-dinner, after-dinner, little like champagne bubbly.
All right, so let's get into the first wine, because I think this first wine, the Esprit Gassien, I totally love the way it works. This is a 2015 Costa Provence, which just means the hillsides of Provence. 35% Grenache, 30% Cinsault, 25% Syrah, and 10% Rollet, which is also known as Vermentino in Italy. Yeah, nice notes of white peach, and it's got a real round mouth. You know, unlike a lot of Syrahs, unlike a lot of rosés, which have kind of got that, that hard edge to it, this is not like that. This is really, really round, and I really like how this wine pairs with food.
Oh, perfect. All right, guys, next up we have the Paraiso Pinot Noir. Dylan, what do you think of this guy? Because I really loved it.
Oh my God, I love this wine. I just was at a Santa Lucia Highlands tasting last week. This wine wasn't showcased, but it certainly is remnant of whatever is going on there in Monterey right now. There's so many great wines that are coming out of there right now. This is a Smith family wine, like I said, Santa Lucia Highlands, which is kind of like that funnel that comes out of Monterey Bay. And it is a little bit lighter in color, but it is French oak. It's a 400-acre parcel, which they call the home ranch. So just think of like cherry, raspberry, which I thought was that real seductiveness on this wine. For anybody that likes the Santa Rita Hills out of Santa Barbara, this is a lighter version of it, because as you go up the coast from Monterey, that big flavor of Santa Rita Hills does get a little bit lighter as you go across. And I really like how this wine drinks.
Alright guys, we're moving into a really great Napa Valley Syrah that I gotta say, for being number 3 on the tasting, so it's got a little bit lighter, but you gotta tell them about this guy because I think it's very unique.
You know what I love about this wine is it's so fruity compared to a lot of the Syrahs that come out of Napa Valley. When I first tasted it, because of that seductiveness, I was thinking, wow, it's blueberry, all the way through. It just has a beautiful finish. It is 17 months on oak, which I know it sounds that 17 months on oak, what is it doing sitting at number 3? But because it's got no tannic structure, the alcohol is fairly on the low side. I love how this wine drinks. If you wanted to pair it with something, I would say, why don't you do a filet mignon pan roasted for those of you for tonight that want to do something sweet for your sweetheart. Do a pan roasted filet mignon with a blueberry sauce. I think it would work great. Perfect.
Oh, I know what I'm doing tonight.
Yeah.
Alright guys, next up we have a really perfect one I think for the Be My Valentine's Day tasting. This is actually a red blend from Italy, and you notice on the label it actually has the Romeo and Juliet wall that they have over there, and I think that is so cute and perfect for this weekend, so I really hope you guys like it. I'll let Dylan tell you a little bit more about the wine itself, but one of my favorites for the packaging.
Alright, so up from the northeast corner of Italy out of Veneto is an IGT wine that is a blend of Merlot, Corvina, and Cortina, which Cortina is the same thing as saying Bernardo if you were on the northwest corner, okay, in Piedmont. But beautiful, herbaceous, very seductive wine that that's what's in my glass right now. And I'm absolutely just loving how this wine drinks. I love the packaging. It says Total Valentine's.
I think it does. I like it. Alright guys, this next one up we have is Eagle Eye. It is the Infatuation blend. A few of you might remember the Voluptuous blend that we had probably a few weeks ago that was sold out so quickly, so I think you guys are going to love this one just as much. It's a bit of a kitchen sink blend, so I'll let you go on about that one. It's a whole lot of mess going on in there.
Predominantly Cabernet Sauvignon, 63% Cabernet Sauvignon. It's got some Syrah, some Petit Verdot, some Malbec, and then we also finish up with a little bit of Cab Franc, but once again, it does also have a little bit of a minty, herbaceous quality to it, but if you're going to be grilling tonight, this is the wine to go with. So For you guys that are going to be grilling, men, for you guys that are going to be grilling for your sweethearts, actually women can grill for their sweethearts too.
I think it's the 21st century.
Yes,
I
you know
can
what?
grill
My
some meat, all
apologies.
right?
Okay, but for those of you that are going to be grilling for your sweethearts, absolutely, this is a great ribeye wine right here.
Very nice.
A little rosemary.
You make me hungry.
Yeah.
Alright guys, next up is of course my wheelhouse. We have a really great Cabernet coming in on the end with some big tannins on it. It actually is a blend of both Sonoma and Napa, 60-40. And so I think it definitely has the typical aspect of what you want from a cab. In my opinion, you got the black currant, you got a little bit of that blackberry, kind of a bit of that nice tannin spice at the end.
You know what? I think you just described this wine. It is, for the most part, Cabernet Sauvignon. It does have some Merlot, some Petit Verdot, some Shiraz, and like I said, some Petit Verdot. But I really like the way this wine drinks. Once again, if you were going to do something braised, there's a great way to go. If you were going to do something grilled, here's a great way to go. So for any of you that are doing meats, this would be your wine.
Oh, perfect. Well, that's what my glass, and
Yeah.
I just to me, and food sometimes gets in the way. And
Yeah.
so this is me drinking my lunch, right? I was gonna say.
So here we go. This is the lineup for this week, you guys. It's a super seductive. I think it's a beautifully
Absolutely.
Well picked for Valentine's week, and
I think Melissa did a really great job
Yeah.
this week picking out these wines. I think that it fits the theme absolutely perfect.
So as always, you guys keep it classy, San Dimas, and thank you for your patronage.
Cheers. Alright guys, just wanted to give you a little bit more of our upcoming events that we have. We have the Valentine's Day champagne flight we have going on today. So we have 3 champagnes and we're going to do 1 chocolate covered strawberry per tasting. Maybe a good little pre-dinner or after-dinner little spot to come and hang out. We'd love to see you. We do have the construction going on, but that is not at all going to affect us today. So feel free to park on the street.
And Cool Bubbles tonight.
Oh, the Cool Bubbles. I saw the lineup
Yeah,
for it. Oh, you guys
really,
are going to
really
love
cool
it.
bubbles,
It's
yeah.
definitely a must-see. And then we actually have I believe the next one would be Heidi's dinner. So we have a pop-up destination wine dinner from Heidi. We all love Heidi, so you know she's going to really pull out all
We're not
this
going to
stuff.
tell you where it's at.
We're
but
not
it's a
allowed
really
to
cool
tell.
venue.
Yeah, and especially because I know Heidi's going to end up watching this video, and if I give any hints, she
Yeah.
will strangle me. So definitely just reserve the March 9th for you guys, and we're going to all be meeting at the shop. So just kind of get that kind of embedded in your brain a little bit. And then after that, we're going to be having our next beer tasting coming up. It's going to be a St. Patrick's Day themed beer tasting. So the typical lineup, and then Dylan over here is going to be doing some great food.
Yeah, that's on Sunday, March 12th.
Yes.
And I'm going to be doing some corned beef and cabbage tacos, which I think are going to go really, really cool. And we'll find some appropriate sides to go with it. But I think that's just a really fun pairing that I think will go well with all the beers that we're going to be
Definitely.
drinking.
And I would definitely bring some of those whites because I'm telling you guys I'm going to dye all of your beers green just because I'm festive like that. And then I think our next one after that is going to be our first actual winemaker night, which is going to be on April 5th, and it's going to be Michael Keenan. You guys all remember the Keenan Syrah?
Which is a monthly series that goes all the way through, hopefully, the rest of the year.
Yeah, hopefully the rest of the year there'll be a new winemaker every month. Right now we're setting a lot of dates, but definitely a few names that you guys will recognize are going to be
And
coming
we're
soon.
already inked through like July.
Yeah, right now we have through July, but not set dates, just mostly which winemaker. But I won't give it away for you guys yet because I like to keep you on your toes. All right, but that's everything we have coming up, guys. Thank you again for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Happy
Cheers.
Valentine's Day.